Junior NBA Global Championship. We move over to the international bracket where #1 seed Canada, who went 3-0, will be taking on India, who was 1-2 during their pool play stretch. Canada was victorious over Mexico, Asia Pacific, and China. Their closest game was a 3-point game in pool play. India won their first over Latin America, then dropped a 63-21 game to Africa and fell 52-41 to Europe and the Middle East. This Canada boys team scores 69 points per game and allows 57. And for Team India, at 45 points per game, they've allowed 61 during pool play. Their head coach, Mohit Bhandari. Joseph Gomes is the assistant for India. On the Canadian side, Nathan Teague and Ray-Sean Joseph are the two head coaches. This Canadian team has 3 players from Toronto, 3 from Hamilton, Ontario, and 2 from Brampton, as well as a player from Orangeville and Vaughan. As we are in bracket play here, this is the quarterfinal. The winner of Canada and India will move on to take on the winner of Europe and Middle East and China, which is playing on the court next door. Ultimately, there will be a champion on the international side, a champion on the U.S. side, and they will meet at the end in the final. The favorite, Africa, was victorious over Mexico earlier in the day, and Asia Pacific beat Latin America, so it'll be Africa and Asian Pacific on the bottom of the bracket, and then Canada versus India winner taking on the Europe and Middle East versus China winner. We had an upset on this floor a few minutes ago. If you are still with us from that game, we welcome you, as Central, who was the champion a year ago, but the 4 seed headed in to their first game, upset Mid-Atlantic in their opening game. They got behind Mid Central before a strong comeback delivered the win for the group from Kansas. Canada comes from the AAU team Nike Bounce. Alumni include Andrew Wiggins, Jamal Murray, Tristan Thompson, Tyler Ennis, Dylan Brooks, Anthony Bennett. So it is a successful group north of the border, and one of the favorites on the international side take home the international championship and face the U.S. winner on Sunday. For India, Harsh Dagar will tip off against Jovan Milicevic. We are underway from court number 2. Sachin Yadav wins the opening tip for India. This is Harsh Dagar, a guard out of Delhi. Dunkley trying to come up with the steal on the opening possession. Canada won their 3 games by an average of 12 points. A blowout win over Mexico, and then 2 closer games, Asia Pacific and China. Here working the baseline, Singh kicks it back. 3 on the way from Dagar is off target. And Canada pulls it down. Milicevic with the rebound. Tissington, straightaway 3, that goes, and a good start for Team Canada, Remi Tissington. Guard out of Brampton, Ontario. And will put this pressure on. They like to employ the trap in the backcourt. Yadav on the shot fake, up and under, pretty move, left it short. Milicevic and Dunkley play catch. Tissington will line up another 3. This one won't go. The rebound pulled down by Singh for India. This is Pendra Singh. Dagar comes off the screen, working on Dunkley. Shot clock down to 2. Do they see it? Right on, and India takes a shot clock violation. We play under modified FIBA rules here in the Junior NBA Global Championship. It means the rules that we're used to seeing in the Olympics, with a couple modifications for this age range. One change that a lot of these kids are playing with for the first time is that 30-second shot clock. So at this point in the tournament, this is game number 4 for each of these two teams, so they're both used to it. At least they've played with it for 3 games so far. Canada applying the pressure, and it's turned over. Dunkley with a steal, hands off underneath. Tissington turns around and drew the foul. Kendra Singh, a guard out of Delhi, India, with the foul. Real Tissington, who hit that earlier 3, has the only scoring for Canada so far, a wing out of Brampton, Ontario. Tissington averages 16 points per game. He's the leading scorer for Canada. Jovan Milicevic is the second leading scorer. He's in the post at about 14 a game. You're looking to pick up the pace a little bit. It's Dagar going coast to coast. They just can't finish at the rim here early. Good ball movement. Here's Dunkley. That one falls. Dunkley gets the roll. It's a 7-0 start for Canada. Timeout from Mohit Bhandari. He wants to talk things over with his group. Just a couple minutes in, Canada knocking down the 3-point shot here early from Orlando. Group off to the start that they drew up, a 7-0 early lead. The Canadian boys who entered this tournament undefeated in pool play. They're one of the 2 top seeds. We just saw a top seed go down on the U.S. side on this floor. The 4th seeded South was victorious over Mid-Atlantic, who was the 1 seed.
All good. Yeah, just
get into the tournament, you get into exhibition play, and it has a way of equalizing, minimizing that group play stretch. McQuaig, the point guard. Here's Tissington, spotting free, and it's a 10-0 start for Canada. Tissington's knocked down a pair from distance. India still looking for their first points. It won't come here. Dunkley running the floor. Dunkley lays it in. Dunkley with 5. Tissington with 7. Those 2 have combined to help Canada jump out to this 12-0 start. Dagar trying to stop the bleeding, and he buries a corner 3. There's Dagar, the first on the scorer's book for India. Guard out of Delhi. McQuaig, the left-handed floater. Bhandari asking his group to be more crisp with their passes. This is good ball movement. That baseline jump shot falls short. And Kendra Singh drew the foul. He'll head to the line. So the first 12 to Canada. Now India going to make their mark here in the quarterfinals. And the winner will move on to round number 2. The loser, though, will not be done. The positive play system in place here in Orlando ensures that each team will play just a couple more games, even when they're knocked out. It's part of the approach here for the Junior NBA Global Championship. It's more than just a tournament to crown a winner. It's improving these kids' life skills, improving their basketball abilities, making them better teammates, and ultimately we'll crown a couple champions here. And that's certainly the ultimate goal, but it's a holistic approach to this week. They all were out in the Orlando community doing community service yesterday as part of the NBA Cares initiative. Dunkley was sent back by Dagar. They look for Dunkley on the inbound, and Dunkley went up with it and got fouled. Nice play for Canada off the inbound. I'll say he wasn't shooting though. Just the second foul on India, these modified FIBA rules. 5 fouls per quarter puts you into the penalty. Allows the opponent to shoot 2 free throws. No 1-and-1 here in this tournament. Ilisevich, here's a running shot from Tissington, and Remi Tissington's got it going early. 9 points for the wing from Brampton. Another steal, a turnover for Canada. Gornia couldn't handle it. Reeve, cross-court pass, Singh on the drive, gets inside, had it blocked from behind. Ilisevich comes up with a deflection. Now, Gorma, Vaughan, Ontario, called for the travel. He will send Dev Remi in. Kendra Singh will check out. In their first 3 games shooting it at just 32% from the floor. They want that number to go up, and by a wide margin. Here's Tissington, who cuts into the passing lane, and Tissington lays it in. What a start for Remi Tissington, who averages 16 points a game. He's got 11 in the first. Dagar going the other way, drew the foul. Canada had the first 12 points in this one, and they lead by 11. Here with under 3 to play in the first. Tissington has been the biggest reason why. He's outscored India by himself. Jalik Dunkley has the other 5. 11 for Tissington, 5 for Dunkley. Harsh Dagar off target on his first. With that earlier 3, started the scoring for India. He's a guard out of Delhi. Missed them both, an empty trip to the line. David Intriago, the guard who just checked in for Nathan Teague's group. Dunkley on the drive, blew by his defender, had it knocked out of bounds off his knee. Nice play by Dagar with the deflection. That first step from Dunkley is so lethal. If you're in that back line for India, you have to be ready to protect the rim, and we're on that look, well off target from the corner. That's Singh. Jahari Dunkley. Intriago, nice right take to the rim. In general, so strong in this quarter around the rim. They have taken care of their open looks. The guard looks inside. Singh turns, floats it in. Kushal Singh opens up his first couple of points for India. McQuaig on the drive, kick out, Intriago a 3. Canada touched that India, who is looking at a 12-0 deficit dead in the eyes, has responded pretty well here. Mohit Bhandari's group has outscored Canada 7-4 since. They have to take care of the ball in these situations. That's where Canada jumped out to their early lead. Turnovers in the backcourt. India struggled with that pressure. They look right back inside to Singh, who's called for traveling. McQuaig, the point guard out of Orangeville, Ontario. Vernon trapped in the corner, had it deflected. He'll stay with Canada as India tries to dial up the pressure on their own end a little bit. Must play man-to-man defense here in the Junior NBA Global Championship, at least in the half court. Dunkley gets inside and drew the foul before the shot. Third foul on India. Looks like they will say he's shooting. They denied Dunkley, forward out of Hamilton, Ontario. Goes 0 for 2 on that trip, and Canada unable to save it. The Canadian boys are 3-0, but they have overcome adversity in their pool play. That 73-65 win over China, which locked up their 1 seed. They trailed by 15 points in that game. Dunkley comes up with a steal. Remi trying to cut him off. Dunkley crossing over through traffic, and India comes up with a steal. Shot clock is off. India can hold for the last look if they so choose. They look underneath. Singh with a dribble, and he turns it over. Offensive foul, they call a hook on Lokendra Singh. So instead, this will give Canada one last chance to go back up double digits in the first. McQuaig with 5, kick out. Remi with a pull-up jump shot. That will take us through 1. The first 12 went to Canada. India responds with a 7-4 run to close the first. The Canadians in front by 9 after 1 here from Orlando. Real Tissington, 11 points. He's on the Canadian bench here to start the second quarter. He got the Canada boys off to a This electric start. They led 12-0 before India was able to get into the scoring column. But Mohit Bhandari's group settled down nicely as that quarter wore on, scoring 7 of the final 11. Canada at 3-0 from pool play. India went 1-2. Gorima, straightaway 3, that's off target. McQuaig back for Gorima. Canada running this weave. It sets up an open jump shot for McQuaig. Ashton McQuaig's got his first 2. McQuaig averages 8 points per game in that pool play session, which took place Tuesday and Wednesday. Kids were out in the community. There was a skills competition at night, but should be looking at a couple of fresh teams. They haven't played since Wednesday. A straightaway 3 drops for Singh. Kendra Singh has 5, the leading scorer for India coming into this one at 13 points per game. And Vernon called for traveling. Canada comes in with the odd note after going 3-0 in that they were actually outshot by percentages. In that game against China, China actually shot 56%, but Canada forced turnover after turnover. And so it was the turnover that did China in, not the missed shot. Because China shot so well in that game, Canada's opponents actually shot better than they did, despite the fact that Canada went 3-0. It's a good look for Yadav. He couldn't hit the 3. And a whistle off the ball goes against Thomas Campbell for Canada, who just checked in, the forward out of Toronto. Inside for DeGar, did a nice job to keep possession for India. Singh, back for Jamajay Singh. 3 different Singhs here for India. Jamajay, Kushal, and Lokendra, and they all start. Jamajay is a forward out of Chandigarh, India. Scored a point per game. 3 total points in pool play. India's had a couple of empty trips at the line. Now Canada looking to get out. It's Dunkley. Called for the foul for India. Remi Tissington is back in for Nathan Teague's group. It's him on the inbound looking for Milicevic. That'll be a jump ball where alternating possession will give it to India. Tip to start things off, and then the possession arrow determines possession from here on out. Jump ball situations. India break down this Canadian press? That'll be a major storyline. We'll see 4-1 upset here. Done a decent job so far, but here's McQuaig coming up on the turnover. Ashton McQuaig, step back 3. It's off target. Milicevic, the pull-up jump shot is smooth. Jovan Milicevic. 14 points a game. Those are his first 2. The scoreboard went out, which caused the whistle, which helps India, who had turned it over on the inbound pass. Will add a couple of seconds. Singh breaks down the pressure. Kendra Singh working it inside. Here's Kushnal Singh getting it back for Jean-Majay Singh. Canada charged with their third foul of the period. Inside, Singh, good position. Kushnal Singh now has 4. Tissington on the baseline. Dunkley will launch. With a shot clock down to 8, he'll take a 3. It sails over everything. Canada was unable to save it. And India will keep it with a shot clock at 4. India will bring Dev Remi back in. Check out for Mohit Bandar's group. They look underneath again on that inbound pass to Singh. This time he couldn't handle it. And Tissington comes up with a steal, and he had it taken right back away by Remi, who just checked in. And now Remi turns it right back over for India. So things getting a little sloppy here in the last couple possessions. Milicevic drew the foul. Jean-Majay Singh is the guilty party for India. Milicevic, a really skilled perimeter player. You can see his size. Good defender as well. He splits the 2. Agar crosses over, foot on the line. This is a 2. It rims out. Remi pulled down the rebound. Dipping inside. Nice move for Degar. Just couldn't finish. Tissington on the attack, hands off, good ball movement, and Vernon, Zane Vernon with his first 2. Hamilton, Ontario. Looking to answer it, Singh inside. Degar thought about it, now he'll take it. Milicevic there to pull down the rebound, and Canada has an 11-point lead, and they're on the move. Vernon, head to the line. Dunkley is back in. David Intriago checking in for Team Canada. Vernon rims out the first. Vernon from Hamilton, Ontario. His favorite player, C.J. McCollum of the Portland Trail Blazers. And those two rim out on him. Vernon with 2 points here in the first half. Seeing on the drive. And one too many steps. The guard from Delhi, 2:45 left until halftime. Canada with an 11-point lead over India here from Court 2, the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in Orlando. It was a 12-0 start for Canada to open up the scoring here in the first quarter. Since then, the two teams have played about even. Canada with an 11-point lead over India as we close in on halftime. Remi Tissington had 11 points in that first quarter. That's where he stands now. The only player in double digits for either team. A strong start from Milicevic, whose three won't go. Dunkley had it knocked away by Singh. Tissington will fire. Tissington knocked down a pair of threes in that first quarter as Canada comes up with another steal. Vernon on the fake, got to the rim, a pretty move, he just couldn't finish. Slow to get up on the other end. St. Vernon had a shot fake and then an explosion of speed to get to the rim. Just off target with that left hand. Comes up a big gimp. Guard from Hamilton, Ontario. Kick out three. This is Dagar. They've had a couple good looks out there. Dagar more than capable. Milicevic running the floor. Dunkley on the baseline, leaves it back. Triago thought about the three. Tissington pulls up off the Milicevic three. Shot clock resets to 30. The NBA and the WNBA have moved to that lesser reset at 14. Dipping inside and finishing through traffic. That's Jalek Dunkley. Dunkley was 7 in the first half. And Tissington have combined for 18 of Canada's 25. Now off the miss. Here comes Tissington. And Triago. Milicevic. 5 seconds between the clocks. And Remi comes up with a steal. Remi lays it in for India. Deficit back down to 11. It's right around where this one is hung for most of the first half. And Canada with a shot clock off. take the last look if they choose. Tissington doubled. Remi comes up with another steal. Remi had it blocked from behind, and I think we got a foul on it as well. So before we head to halftime, Remi came up with a steal and a bucket. Now a steal and a couple of free throws coming for Remi. Contact came with the clock at 0, so Remi will shoot a couple here with a chance to pull India back within single digits. Now they'll put .3 back on the clock. And because of that, both teams will fill up the lane. Dunkley charged with that foul. Remi. A little 3-0 stretch here on his own. Nice sub from Mohit Bhandari. Put him in with a couple minutes left in the half. Remi with 4 points to show for it. Canada up by 9 at the half. Watching the Junior NBA Global Championship. Remi with a strong finish for Mohit Bhandari and the Indian boys. And Canada here from court number 2. It's the Junior NBA Global Championship. The Junior NBA Coach app provides coaches of all levels access to the Junior NBA instructional curriculum, featuring 250 instructional videos with NBA and WNBA players and coaches and 48 practice plans designed for players of all skill level. The app allows coaches to create custom practice plans by selecting their favorite skills and drills. You can download today on iOS and Android. That's the Junior NBA Coach app. India fell down 12-0 in this one before kind of steadying themselves in the first half. Canada led by Remi Tissington with 11. There's Tissington there on the left. Dunkley had 7. Canada shot it at 40% in the first half. India had 29%. Leading scorer Lakendra Singh. Kushal Singh had 4. Dev Premi played only a handful of minutes. There's Premi, but checked in and got a couple of steals, a bucket, and 2 free throws in the final 30 seconds in what was a 13-point deficit for India. It looks a little different when it's in single digits as we start off the third. Canada started off the game so hot. And they do the same thing here in the third. That's over and back. So a mental error for Jovan Milicevic to start things off. Clock never ran. With 7:57 on the clock, and for all intents and purposes now, India with a 4-0 run heading into the half will start with possession here in the third quarter. The longer they hang around, the more pressure it can put on the #1 seed. Dagar faces the double, tries to split it. Pass to Premi down low, and it was ripped out of there by Dunkley of Canada. There's Dunkley putting on the moves. Dunkley underneath, Milicevic with a 2. An inauspicious start to the third. Canada showing off some flash there in their second possession. Dagar is doubled. Singh will pop a corner 3. Away Milicevic, who had 3 in the first half. The opening scoring here in the third quarter. Can't leave Tissington alone for 3, and he's got another. Remi Tissington, his third 3-pointer. He's now got 14 points. And just like the start of this game, Canada has opened out on a flurry to start the third quarter. They've got the first 5 in it. Their lead balloons to 14. The largest here of the night. Dagar will fire a corner 3. That won't go. Jamajay Singh thought that touched off of Canada. He didn't go for it. And instead, it's Canada possession. Remi calling out signals. Milicevic. McQuaid gets inside out to Tissington. He'll pull up from the foul line. Give Tissington 2 more. Tissington already at his pool play average of 16 points per game. The first 7 here, the third for Canada. Dipping inside and hitting the other side of the basket was Kushal Singh. Canada called for a foul. Milicevic charged with it. The second on Canada, the second on Milicevic. If you're Canada, one of the few ways you could envision India coming back is by committing too many of these fouls, putting India to the foul line. Kushal Singh, a good free throw shooter. He hits his first. He's got 5 so far tonight. Varanasi, India. Canada with the first 7 of the third quarter. They opened up the initial 12 points. McQuaid with the left-handed drive, got inside, couldn't finish. nice job to answer, though, in the first, and he'll try to do the same here. But it's Gorima with a steal. Gorima going up. He couldn't get it to go. Gorima had it deflected out by our Stagar. Dunkley cut the inbounds pass, had it stripped. Milicevic had it blocked at the rim. Often Jovan Milicevic gets denied that close inside. Tissington couldn't come up with a steal. Tissington called for the foul on Singh. So that's the third here for Canada. Avoid getting into the penalty here in the third. Be careful. Vishal Singh hit a pair a moment ago from the free throw line. 10 points, 7 rebounds per game in pool play. You look at some of their numbers when you have to play Africa. It can kind of skew things a bit. Dominant #1 on the international side. They were outscored by 16 points per game, but if you take the Africa one out of it, in the other two, they're only outscored by 3 points per game. Probably more indicative of the level of play you're going to see from India. Tissington off target. Jamazay Singh is doubled. Remi looking to get through this trap here from Canada. Cross-court pass, Singh lines up a three. Singh gets it back, tiptoes the baseline and had it taken away from behind. That was Dunkley with a block. Foul called on Canada's Jovan Milicevic. A 14th foul on Canada. First 3+ minutes of the third. India's yet to commit a foul. Thomas Campbell will come in as Milicevic picked up his third. Dagar spins inside, left that short. The tip won't go either. Singh able to save it. Dagar with a corner three. He's had some looks from out there. That three-point shot just has not fallen for them tonight. Dunkley trying to put on the moves, maybe one too many. Singh trying to chase it down. And he was on the end line. India gives it back. Canada will take a timeout. They lead by 14 with 4:29 left in the third. It's the Junior NBA Global Championship from the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in Orlando. Watching the Junior NBA Global Championship, a week-long tournament that has really been in the works for months as these teams have qualified regionally on the international side. This team, Canada, is from Nike Bounce, which has had graduates which include nearly every major Canadian player in the NBA. Wiggins, Jamal Murray, Tristan Thompson, Dylan Brooks. All graduates of this Canadian program, and they're kind of holding on here. They jumped out to a great start in the first, a great start in the third, and they've held serve since. never seriously threatened. Although had a couple nice runs, especially in that second quarter. They closed out the quarter. Half on a 4-0 run. A couple Dev Remi steals, a bucket and free throws. Quay took his eye off it, and Canada gives it right back. And he's picked up 4 fouls already here in the third. They would put India into the penalty with another on the defensive side. That's a shooting foul on Thomas Campbell. India's done a nice job of staying out of foul trouble. They've not committed one here in the third. So Kushal Singh averages 10 points, 7 rebounds. He's got 6 so far tonight. Here's Jalik Dunkley. Tissington already with 16. McQuaig tries to turn the corner, lofts it up with the left hand. That's way off target. Pulled down by Dunkley. He'll have to fire. It's a shot clock violation on Canada. India has not put quite as much pressure on as Canada has, but they've gotten into this half court and they've caused Canada to fall into a little bit of a lapse from time to time on offense, struggle to get good shots, and they force a shot clock violation. Singh got fouled on a 3. Kushal Singh here will go to the line with a chance, if he could hit all of these, to bring India back within single digits. India is led by Mohit Bhandari. Joseph Gomes is the assistant. Nathan Teague heads up the Canadian boys group. Rishan Joseph on the bench with him. Been a nice evening for Kushal Singh. 6 points here in the third quarter. He's got 10. And India back within 10. Trailed by as many as 16. Gorima, that foul line jump shot. Gorima takes it right back into traffic. Hadn't had his shot falling here. He's yet to score, and India gets back in transition. It's Dev Remi. Remi helped light the spark, and he's trying to do it again. Comes up with a steal. Singh caught it underneath and lost the handle. Canada's seen their lead cut in half. Dunkley a 3. Oh, and a cold-blooded answer for Jalik Dunkley. That pulled up 3 puts Canada back up 11. Back inside goes India. A pick and roll gets Janmajay Singh a 2. India starting to find some rhythm on offense here. Tissington nearly lost it. Remi been excellent on the defensive end. And Triago handing off to Gorima. And Triago trying the baseline. Shot clock down to 7. Dunkley again. India looking to run. It's Dagard, a Euro step and the finish. Harsh Dagard, the athleticism to pull India within 7. Mohit Bhandari watching his group. And it was to their best stretch of play. This is 1-seeded Canada, 4-seeded India. Tissington pull up. And Triago lost it. Guess who? Remi with a steal. Remi looking to run. Here's Singh. He got fouled. Singh will head to the line with a chance to make this a 5-point game, and Canada led by as many as 16 in the quarter. All of a sudden, with some signs of frustration, maybe a little fatigue as well. Ashton McQuaig will come back in. Tissington check out. Milicevic checks in as well for the final 58.7 of the third. Kendra Singh, who had 5 in the first half. Here's his first scoring in the second. He buries a pair, and we've got a 5-point game. It's a 14-10 run here to open up the third for India. Canada's got to show they can get enough offense here in the half court. Milicevic, the fake, thought about the step back three. Dunkley, he touched it last. It's off of Canada. It'll head to India. Canada so deadly when they force turnovers, get out in transition. They've not been able to do that as much in the third. That press has backed off a bit for Nathan Teague. Backdoor pass, here's Singh. Hands off underneath, and the finish is Janmajay Singh. India back within 3. For Canada, they're 3-0, but they face some adversity. They trail by 15 in a game this tournament. Dunkley right to the rim. He's got an answer. Jaleel Dunkley with 5 here in the second half. He's got 12. Singh from the corner. He gets the roll. And how about that third for India? Trailed by 9 at half, by 16 in the quarter. But that deficit is just 2. As Lakendra Singh hits a 3 to close out the third, the fourth quarter. Coming from the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. We got a good one here on court 2. For the India boys to close out the third quarter. And first and foremost, they've handled this pressure from Canada. Gotten down in transition. India, who scored 16 points in the first 2 quarters. 19-point third. Mohit Bandari. Canada, who looked like they were smooth sailing in this one, all of a sudden facing some trouble. Singh lost the handle. That was a chance for India to tie. And Singh took it right back. Thought about the 3. They need to take the lead with a 3-pointer here. It was 34-18. Instead, Dagar on the drive, kick out, Singh. And baseline jump shot is off target, and the putback is there. And we are tied here on court 2 from Orlando. 19-3 run. Ashton McQuaig got a big answer for Canada. That only 3 was a Jaleel Dunkley triple. Going back inside, and this time it's knocked away. A good defensive play by Uros Milicevic. Now Milicevic, that's Jovan with the roll at 4 quick points. And much needed tourniquet for Nathan Teague. Canada's defense, the athleticism, which caused so many problems in 2.5 quarters. find their rhythm back. That's a three from the corner, and it drops for Lakendra Singh. And India back within one. And all of a sudden, they got that inside shot going. Sparked the momentum of their group from the perimeter. McQuaid on the hesitation, the floater. India looking for their first lead. Here's Dagar inside, he drew the foul, and Harsh Dagar could put India in front from the foul line. They have not led tonight. Harsh Dagar with 7 points tonight. Guard out of Delhi has tied it. India, not your typical 4 seed here. One of those losses was to Africa, which can really skew the point differential. We will stay tied, and a great play by Dunkley to pull it out of midair and take it out of the hands of Singh. Milicevic had it poked away. And we'll get India on a reach in. That is India's second foul of the second half. Milicevic. Back from McQuaig. So India headed last. McQuaig doing a really nice job of getting inside. Still looking for the point guard from Orangeville, Ontario to finish at the level they know he can. McQuaig is 4. Has not been to the foul line in the second half. Dunkley looking inside. That's just taken away. Canada gets into the half court when India has avoided turning the ball over like they did in the first half. It is a different team. They turn it over on the inbound pass. Shall Singh with a steal. India who just hung around for a couple of quarters. Now looking to put their foot down here in the fourth. Here's a three. It's Singh. That's well short. Milicevic looking to run. Gorima out to McQuaig, a 3. That was halfway down on McQuaig. And Canada touched it last. McQuaig. He had given Canada the lead right back. And Canada will take a timeout. They've just got one remaining. 5:30 left in the fourth. We are even. India's come all the way back. A 16-point deficit has been erased from Orlando. .530 left in the fourth. Canada looked like they were smooth sailing to the round of 4. Pete Bandari's group from India has pulled together one of the more impressive second half runs. And Canada here got down by 15 points to China before rallying for an 8-point win. It has been the reverse so far tonight. Straightaway 3, it's Dagar. India turns it over. For Canada here, they're going to have to likely show to pull this one out. They can score well enough in the half court Quay back for Tissington. And a moving screen on the Canadians. Timeout left for Canada. India has all three at their disposal. Mandatory was charged to Canada. Off the screen, the lanky lefty. Here's Singh, and Singh travels. He has done such a good job to get this one tied up. When they got there, they ran into a roadblock as Canada has tightened up on the defensive end. Canada, though, just 16 points in 12 second half minutes. Quay off the screen, thought about the three. Defers here to Dunkley. He has 12. Tissington with a game high 16. He will launch. India's had a handful of possessions here to take their first second half lead. So far, they haven't been able to do it. That's an offensive foul. They keep turning it over. Kushal Singh, ball for the moving screen. Halfway through the fourth. Canada has lost their rhythm offensively. The top seed on this half of the bracket is in some danger here in the final 4 minutes. Quay out to Tissington. His pull-up elbow jump shot, and Tissington puts Canada back in front. 18 points for Remi Tissington. Canada opened up with the first 12 of the game, the first 7 of the third quarter. Otherwise, it's been India. That three goes, and India's got a lead. It's Harsh Dagar. 10 points for Dagar. Quay back for Remington. There's Tissington. Remi Tissington has 2 more. And Canada back in front. We go back and forth here in the final moments from court number 2. Quay with a steal. How about the pull-up three? Tissington, he's been hot. Milosevic, step back from the foul line, yes! And Canada, when it's mattered most, has knocked down 3 big jump shots. Canada with a 3-point lead under 3 minutes to go. Dagar hit the 3 to put India in front. Here's Singh. Remi darts inside, threw it off the backboard. India touched it last. So India going all the way back. A 14-point deficit. Briefly took the lead, but Canada has responded. How can Nathan's team group close it out? Milosevic, that won't go. McQuaig tries to battle for it. Here comes India, still a 1-possession game. Taking remarkable care of the ball here in the second half. Canada has had no fast break points since the early portions of the third. Had an ill-timed turnover, though. Under 2 minutes left to play here from Orlando. The winner moves on. The loser, positive play side of the bracket. Milosevic turns the corner. The left hand is long. Now Dagar got tied up. Call a foul. It's Canada's third. 90 seconds left to play here from Orlando. India will inbound underneath their basket. Asking for was a shooting foul, but the ruling is the foul was on the floor and correctly made, I think, by our officials here. Sings knocked down a pair of threes here in the second half. Works it inside. That's a tough pass. Remi tries to save it, and he can't. So 1:20 left. Now Canada, a 3-point lead, can attempt to go up 2 possessions. As India have the defensive stops in them. Such a good job, mid-third to mid-fourth on the defensive end. McQuaig off the screen. Dips inside, McQuaig off target. They said that was deflected. Tissington, pull up, that rims out. Canada tries to save it, Dunkley tracks it down in the corner. And a fresh 30. Canada could run this down to 20 seconds if they want. Milicevic floats it up and in. The bank shot for Milicevic puts Canada up by 5. 41 seconds left. India took a brief lead at 44-43. And since then, Canada has rattled off 6 straight. Got a 5-point lead behind Jovan Milicevic, who's had 8 points here in the second half. 11 now on the night. He and Tissington have been the story for Canada in the second half. Tissington has 9 in the second half to give him 20. Only 3 different players for Canada have scored in the third and fourth quarters. Right now, Nathan Teague's group is hoping that it'll be enough. Canada opened up their tournament with a 70-44 win over Mexico, a 3-point win over Asia Pacific, and an 8-point win over China. So Nathan Teague's group, while they're 3-0, they faced a very tight game. They trailed by 3 against Asia Pacific after the third. They trailed at halftime to China. So 2 of their 3 games, they have been behind in the second half. It has been the case here. They're looking to move to 4-0 with 3 second half comebacks. It was India who mounted the largest. 34-18 was the score in favor of Canada at one point. Now it's Canada up 2 possessions, and India needing to score quickly here. Dagar got it in the foul. That's what the doctor ordered from Mohit Bhandari. Dagar got it in a good position. He got the foul on Dunkley. With 9 seconds difference, we've got a 2-point game. India does not need to foul. India comes up with a steal. It's Singh, and Singh lost it. Tissington pulled it back. India charged with the foul, and now the shot clock is off. We're out to the races, and Singh just couldn't corral it quick enough. Tane Gurima come in for Canada. Nathan Teague will take his final. Canada 49, India 47. Canadian ball, the shot clock off, so we will see how quickly Bhandari elects to foul. They got a turnover on the last possession, and it would be tempting to try to see if he can't do that again. Nathan Teague, the head coach for Canada. Sean Joseph is his assistant. Bhandari and Joseph Gomes on the other end, looking to mount the comeback in just what it looked like Canada may have put India away with that 5-point lead. A back down into a 2-point game. See if Canada can keep control of the basketball and avoid a costly turnover. Gorima will inbound. Finds Milicevic. That was deflected. No, they'll say it wasn't, and it's over and back. India will take their final timeouts. Just under 22 seconds left to play. India could tie or take the lead with a basket here, and what a story this would be. India could overcome a 16-point second-half deficit. We saw a very similar story in game number 1 here. And Atlantic jumped out to a double-digit lead, and Central just started on their way back. By the end, Central, the 4 seed, upset number 1 seed Mid-Atlantic. Canada is the 1 seed. And India giving Nathan Teague and his Canadian boys everything they can handle here. 2 would tie it. A 3 could put India ahead. Both teams are out of timeouts here for the final 21.7 of regulation. Remi will inbound. Got it into Degar. Degar on the baseline, up and under. That won't fall. It finds its way out to Singh. Here's Degar for the tie. That won't go either. Rebound, put back, and we're tied. One last look for Canada. Tissington. McQuaig. That's short, and we're headed to overtime here in quarter number 4.
All right, ready for the start of overtime. Team India tying things up with 10 seconds left, trying to advance to tomorrow's semifinal of the U.S. Boys International Brackets. The India contingent, mostly made up of the girls team, on their feet. Oh, it's been a great day of basketball here. And because of the jump ball, on alternating possession, ball is awarded to Canada to start, and Jalik Dunkley takes over. Drive inside. The big man can't get the finish. Lakendra Singh, the rebound, brings it into the front court. Arshtagger controls. He wants the screen. Gets it from Singh. Pulls up from the free throw line. He got it! India up by a pair. first lead change we've had in a while. Tissington inside, finds Milicevic, tied at 51. Full court pressure keeping up for the Canada boys. They pulled the rabbit out of the hat a couple of times in this tournament. One against Asia Pacific where they rallied from a 7-point fourth quarter deficit, and one at the buzzer on a block shot. Inside. Missed. Milicevic the rebounds. Dunkey to McQuaig for three. The other way, India quickly draws a foul. J.J. Singh about to go to the line. Of course, the entire bench leapt up, knowing right off the bat that that should have been a foul. Canada, the 1 seed, on the ropes. The Ashton McQuaig three gives them some breathing room, but right now, J.J. Singh looking to cut into the deficit with 2:36 left in overtime. Winner of this game plays the winner of Europe, Middle East, and China. Second free throw, rims out. Tissington fighting for it in the corner. Slapped away, and Canada has it. Dunkley, 1-on-3, into contact, and gets the bucket plus the foul. Oh, that was a man's move right there, and he helps put Canada up by 4. No fear in Jalik Dunkley's eyes. Going right into the contact, and you see the emotion on his face. How much this game means to him. Free throw on its way as we see some back and forth in what was a crazy finish between these two. He converts the three-point play. Tough pass in the corner, collected. Dagger got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on. McQuaig, the inbound, goes right by his defender. In the lane, kick out Tissington. Across the way, wide open. Milicevic the offensive board, but it's swiped away. India trails by 5, midway through overtime. Harsh dagger defended by Jalik Dunkley. The screen is there, he goes away from it. The pull-up misses everything. McQuaig up ahead. Tanaye Gorima. And now Dunkley settles it down. Eight on the timer. Tissington rises, can't hit. Vishal Singh the rebound, but a steal in the backcourt and a foul on India. Double checking the foul situation on the floor right now. Double check. That was the 5th team foul on India since the start of the fourth quarter. So free throws coming for Remi Tissington. Another 20-plus point effort for the sharp shooting guard. 1 for 2 at the line today. First one rattles in. Next free throw could be huge to help Canada take a 3-possession lead. 2 for 2 at the line. Timeout, India. After taking a 51-49 lead, Canada's taken a 10-1 run and grabbed control of this one in overtime. India trying to come back from another deficit in the second half. Still plenty of time, but those 2 free throws by Tissington for a steal in the backcourt. A huge boost for Team Canada. India had the lead for just a moment in overtime. The Canada boys up north have been tough. And the lob in is stolen away by Milicevic. Jovan Milicevic controls and finds Dunkley. His dribble almost taken away by Remi. Tissington gets it. Ball stolen away by Dagger. Coast to coast the other way, he lays it in. 1:07 left, Gorima gets the inbound. Looking across, Tissington now up ahead for Dunkley. It was in front. Singh has it, over to Dagger. Under a minute to play in overtime. Dagger hit by a double team. Has to put it up somewhere. No one inside, and Dunkley commits the foul. Canada lucky it wasn't a wide open layup, but still for India, if Kushal Singh can hit both these free throws, it can make it a 1-possession game. Clutch. Singh now 7 of 10 at the line today. Short on the second, but an offensive rebound. India has to hurry, trailing by 2 possessions, and a foul inside. Jovan Milicevic cannot believe it. And that's 5 fouls, and he knows it. And brilliant out of Team India. A 9.7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock once we go live again. First free throw hits every part of the rim and bounces out. Second free throw good from Singh. It's a 1-possession game. India doesn't have to foul here. McQuaig in trouble, finds Gorima. And a tough defense out near midcourt. Remi with a bump. Gorima practicing his stroke 10 feet beyond the arc. He sinks the first. Cool, calm, collected. 2-possession game. This one bounces in for Team Canada. Singh up the floor. Now to Dagger in the corner for three. Too strong. Rebounded by Tissington. Sends it up. Tissington fouled by Dagger with 15.8. And if Canada can hit some of these free throws, they're going to hang on for dear life for the win. Miss on the first. India going to need some more late game magic. Second one is good. Dagger has to hurry. Singh in the corner. No good. Tissington the rebounds. And with 4.3 seconds left, Harsh Dagger fouls out. And the India effort looks like it's going to come up just a little short. What an effort, what a fourth quarter out of these two teams. India getting it to overtime with about 10 seconds left in regulation. Taking the lead at 51-49. But in that moment, Canada turned on the afterburners. Made some timely shots, forced a couple of turnovers, and made their free throws. Sitting up ahead, and India won't even put a shot up. Canada hangs on to advance to tomorrow's semifinal round in the International Boys Bracket. We're not done just yet. In just a couple of minutes, we'll have the U.S. Boys Bracket quarterfinal. The South against the Northeast. Don't go anywhere. The action is just heating up here at the Wide World of Sports in Orlando.